Perfect competition so far for Ho of Hong Kong, China. 5 played, 5 wins. Just one defeat for the Australian, who will bank her country's first Paralympic Boccia medal, whatever the result, after 4 ends on court 3 here at the South Paris Arena. Moreno Kikuchi of Brazil is our match referee this evening. He'll be overseeing all the niceties. It's time to rewrite the history books of Boccia. So Yuen Kei has a really good blog, a video blog, Wheelchair versus Eating in Hong Kong, YouTube channel, effectively. It's about information about restaurants in Hong Kong that are accessible to wheelchair users. She likes her food, she says. You can see her perfect record, booking her way past Ladamani Klahan of Thailand in the quarterfinals. And then on into the final, getting past Kang of Korea. So the BC3 category, otherwise known by Boccia players as the rampers, are athletes who can't use and can't get the ball into play using their hands, so they have adaptations. Jamieson, LEESON will be aided by Jasmine HAYDON in that respect. First match of the Games is where Jamieson LEESON suffered her first defeat. Pushed on with 4 more wins, coming past Ivani Cavaldo in the semi-finals. She represented Australia at the Tokyo Paralympics, gold and silver at the World Championships. So a youngster with a real talent. Really special atmosphere once again in the South Paris Arena. Flags from all over the world, representing all the nations that have been in competition in the Boccia. So it's time to rewrite the history books of Boccia. We're getting ready to decide who will be the first ever women's individual BC3 Paralympic champion. With the mixed individual categories retired in favour of separate medals for men and women, we've seen a real transformation of the sport. Since the year 2000, only 2 of the 23 gold medals in individual Boccia contests were won by women. That will change in Paris, as one of these 2 women will be taking home gold. Playing red, Jamieson LEESON of Australia, with her ramp operator Jasmine HAYDON. All decisions made by Jamieson, and Jasmine HAYDON is there to assist and do whatever Jamieson needs to do to try and win the gold medal. Alongside me, providing the expert eye on the competition, Paralympian, World Championship silver medalist and European champion, Peter Maguire. It's great to see so much talent coming through in the women's competition now that the categories have been split.
Yes, I'm loving it. It's just excelled the sport so well. what we're seeing here is top level boccia, which I hope everyone will appreciate back at home.
Well, the BC3 category is the most inclusive. It allows for adaptation for every need of the athletes, as we see a brilliant strike and smash by Ho of Hong Kong, China. Her first ball, playing blue, and she is assisted by her husband, Yuen Kei, also her coach.
That was a great smash, open up the head, and just moving that blocking ball to the side, creating a big target to lay into now.
Now, the ramp operators will face away from the playing surface at all times. And they take instruction. They can speak to answer questions and ask for clarifications, but there won't be coaching. Every decision, I'll highlight that once again, being made by our Paralympians.
She has it. Oh, excellent. 1-2 combo, knock off, lay on.
So once again, silence around the South Paris Arena as the gold medal match takes centre stage on court 3. These unique ramps are adapted for individual use. No two are the same. You can see markings on the side that are calibrated by our athletes. They know how their balls are likely to react and how far up the ramp they need them to go to.
It's a wrong angle there. She wanted to come into the other side of the ball. So not a chance now. Get that blue square on, it should separate.
So Jamieson LEESON grew up in Dunedoo in New South Wales, home to around 1,021 people. Nearest neighbours, Mudgee and Dubbo, approximately 56 miles to the south and 62 miles to the west.
And everyone loves good neighbours. Does she have it? Oh, it's just to the side again.
So another slight adjustment as blue is closest to the white. Red will play again. This will be ball number 4 for the young Australian.
Needs this one. Make this one count.
Playing in her second Paralympic Games. Teamed with Daniel Michel and Spencer Coty in the mixed pair BC3. They won 2 matches but lost 2 and didn't get through to the quarterfinals.
Oh, short. You can use it.
Slightly different format for the pair competition at these games, which we'll get to when the competition starts on day 6. Gold and green of Australia with patterns of indigenous art. And you can see the calibration table that's clipped to the wheelchair. All quickly into play there, and that was a little more successful. And that one goes to sit on the naughty step. It's a dead ball. It's actually a dead ball holder.
She'll get it at the end of the end.
And this is her final ball of this first end. 6 balls per athlete. If they do fail the pre-competition checks, if they're too small, too big, too heavy, have been tampered with in a way that's not allowed, then the player will have the ball taken away and they'll have to compete with fewer. We Have seen that in competition in Paris, but only once. So it's very important to make sure that the balls are regulation.
Yeah, that was well worked there. She had to protect that ball. If she didn't, Blue was just going to take it out of court. Minimise the damage. Lovely pace. Just resting against that red. First remove that short red, then go for the one closer to the white. So get easy to maybe 3 here, if it all goes well.
Third Paralympic Games for Ho, who has yet to pick up a medal, finished 5th in the individual competition in Rio, 4th in the pairs in Tokyo in the BC3. Has guaranteed herself a medal.
Oh, it didn't work well. It's actually pushed that jack back. Might have to change tact. Maybe try and put that blue back on.
Oh, we have a spreadsheet.
Yes. Coaches will look at the line and pace and mark down accordingly. Number of each ball.
Ken Halliday of Australia. He's Australia's Boccia head coach. Has been quite some time. The precision in the BC3 class is the highest, one would say, out of all the competition.
Consistency is great.
And that was another rock coming down the ramp. Split things up a bit.
Looks like one red still.
So Blue will play again.
Can she see the white to drive it back?
There we go. We see a 5th ball indicated for her. She's just going to go and have a little closer look, just to see what happens if she moves any of those balls, whether she can secure it to her advantage using the angles she's got. Has to say inside that playing area, box number 4. The 6 boxes are used when we get to the teams competition, but for individual play, it's positions 3 and 4. And we're going high with the ramp, which suggests some pace coming in.
Go we drive it back.
So the angles can be adjusted. It can be made steeper or less steep. Husband paying careful attention to what she wants. And she's got the pointer. Kind of like a snooker cue end to it, this one, or a pool cue.
Snooker rest maybe with the claw.
And it's kind of got the T shape because it could hold a ball if needed.
Oh, lovely shot. That's definitely 2. Another one to come. She can pick up 3 points here. Magnificent shot.
So he just clears the red out the way and then rebounds and rolls back towards the jack.
Ball should come up the same lane.
Takes another look, just wants the referee to let her know definitively how many points she's scoring at this point. So the calipers come out of the pocket, one of the variety of measuring devices that our referees have.
1 minute.
She has a minute left on the clock and is currently scoring 2. And we'll be seeing if there's an opportunity to make that 3 with her final ball of the first end. 4 ends to play. Winning the end is handy, but it's the cumulative score that will decide the match.
30 seconds.
A well-practiced team, these. Ramp operators also awarded medals in this competition.
Doesn't make it. Oh, unfortunately, short.
First and
Ran out of pace,
and finish.
but also serving as a guard in front of that white.
Yeah. The end's over.
Oh,
2
the end's
points.
over. I was waiting for another red to come. A brilliant piece of play by Ho there. Means that she takes the advantage and is 2-0 up at the end of the first end.
Finish. Blue for blue. Blue for blue. 15 seconds.
Squaring up for round 2. Australia versus Hong Kong, China in the women's individual BC3 gold medal match. This is a brand new title, with the sport splitting competition between men and women for the first time since 1984, when it made its debut at the Paralympic Games in Stoke Mandeville. And the BC3 category wasn't contested at that point. You see Ho with the throw, keeping it short and tight, right in front of her, just over the V line. She's very good at this distance.
This first ball has to be perfect. Get the angle right, block out the reds, make them use all the balls. Gain momentum.
Student of sociology. Had thought about.
Oh yeah, world class. That'll be really hard to move now. 2 balls, I'm thinking.
She had thought about quitting Boccia to focus on her studies and, in her words, get a good job. But subsequently has become Hong Kong, China's first professional para-athlete.
Well, this is a better job. This is a great job.
I think sitting in the gold medal match, she would agree with you. Jamieson of Australia.
Yep, it's shifted it. Got an angle now.
Ouch.
Let's drive that blue straight on now. I'll push the white out.
One of the rocks, one of the harder balls, coming down from height. Imagine a cricket ball without the seam. Coming down onto a ball that's a little bit more like a beanbag kind of texture, but firmer. I'm using very general terms here. Boccia is a very unique sport. It's not got an Olympic equivalent. And it's not bowls, it's not pétanque, it is Boccia. A game of strategy and patience.
And skill.
That looks pretty skillful. She's opened up a white ball. Blue's still closest, so she will play again.
That was intended with the second ball there. Just to create that head nice and flat for her to roll in now. Just looking at the calibration sheet. Back in the right ball. And right height. We release it from.
See, it's coming from a lower height. It'll have less pace.
Yes, well worked. That was nice. Way to go.
And you can see it stops, pretty much parked right in front of the ramp of Ho of Hong Kong, China.
I think she's at a slight angle from where she is placing that ramp now. Perfect scenario would be just moving it in one, but I think this should take two again. I'm unsure if it's a utility ball or a very soft ball that Red's used, so let's see what kind of impact this one will take.
Blue to play from height with pace. The rocks rolling down the ramp.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, got it in one.
You can see how different the balls are as that blue continues to make its way down the boccia court, which is 12.5 metres long. Same as a badminton court, if you can visualise that. The French fans have fallen in love with boccia since they've been here.
Yeah.
Such different pictures from the beginning of the week where people were learning about boccia to a gold medal for the host nation.
And now they're engrossed.
Absolutely hooked. Just see Ho considering the angles, fractionals required from her husband, her ramp operator. This is where we see how the tool can be used to hold the ball before it goes as well.
Oh, spot on. Well done. That's going to be really hard to shift now.
Jamieson, LEESON of Australia, faced with a wall of blue. Needs to find a way through with her fourth red ball. Trailing 2-0 after the first end. 4 ends to play, so plenty of time to go.
She could concede one, maximum 2 in this end and still be in the game. It's a long way to go. Just don't get too reckless and leave it wide open for your opponent to gather a lot of points.
Going high here. Smash and grab.
Oh, fantastic. Shifted it in one. Now she has to get through that channel and get on that white.
Blue scoring 1 at the moment. 5th ball to come from the Australian, who's just going to check the field of play out for herself. Also an opportunity to reset. The ramp has a double wave, just to show that it's Jamieson LEESON who is setting its position. The plexiglass on a lot of these on the back also have gauges, so there'll be like a plumb line down there to help the athletes zero in on the direction.
Like a sight in a gun, really. Just look down.
And then they have to work out not only where the ball usually goes to, but take into account the atmospherics in the boccia hall.
Oh! So close, it just bounced too far over to the side. It's a bit exposed now. Yeah, it's a bit exposed.
Just took a unfriendly knock from its red colleague. Oh, looking like she's definitely found her preferred line of attack. So the atmospherics in the auditorium, when the air conditioning is firing 100%, it can be very cool, and that will make the balls run a little further than they're used to. If it's hot, they'll be quite sticky on the surface, so slower, which has to be taken into account with the choice of ball and the choice of height, the choice of angle of ramp, and of course the position it's going to be placed in the box.
I think she's going to push that red. Oh, hit and sit. Magnificent. That's a beautiful shot.
Possibly scoring two?
Yes. Australia, they have to get the red ball in the guard now. Possible to ricochet off the red and take position on the white.
So last ball of this end.
What's she kept though? Utility ball or a rock?
Ho will still have two to throw. Real game of strategy, this.
What's the rock? Oh, it's so hard to make that stop there. It's unfortunate it bounced to the side. It's a channel now. Get another 2 points in there.
And Ho knows that any tap on that red that's just come down will send it on its way.
It will just keep rolling and rolling. It will. Any impact.
So looking to confirm 2 points. At the moment it looks close to being two, but I think potentially just the one.
One soft, one hard, it looks like. Soft one will go first. Give it a barrier to go into.
Like a pillow to fall on.
Yes.
Kind of a mid-height on the ramp, which is quite steep.
Lovely, 3 points. It's create a good gap now for that hard ball to rest against.
Well, it's very much control blue at the moment. Going into this end, Ho was 2-0 ahead, and she's going to score more.
She has to watch she doesn't push the white, then this hard ball rolling back away from the target. There's a tendency to do that with these rocks.
30 seconds.
Last ball before we reach the halfway point.
Going right to the base. Yeah.
Charm it out.
Will it stick? Oh. That might have lost a point too though. I think it has. Yeah. Momentum pushed it too much.
Yeah, you could see a big sigh. The calipers are going to come out. We're just going to check, I think, the bottom red, and then not the two blues that are closer, perhaps the ones that are a little further up the picture, forming the top of the T. So that blue definitely closer, that one closer. And what about this one? And what about that one? There we go, two. Two scored.
Yeah, Ho gave away a point there. It was hers, but pushed it too far.
You can see so difficult for her to find anywhere lower on the ramp to actually send the rock on its way. But she's doubled her advantage and has a grip on this gold medal match in the women's individual BC3. Ho of Hong Kong, China leads 4 points to 0. Well, a reset's needed for Australia's Jamieson LEESON. Guaranteed to give Australia a silver medal at the least, but needs to find something special as she is 4 points to 0 down at the halfway point. 2 ends to come. Ho of Hong Kong, China playing a perfect match so far.
Yeah, LEESON's got to have to dig deep now. Get some of that Aussie gold.
Interesting to see which direction she has chosen.
Very strange. It's going into the opponent's area of the court.
She's gone long as well now.
About 6.5, 7 metres. Maybe she knows something she's seen that we haven't. Study the opponent well by watching them practice in warm-up courts.
She's also got, as the players do, a great opportunity to scrutinise which choice of balls they have. We saw the ramp operator for Hong Kong, China, covering the balls with the white little covers to kind of protect them. But it also means that you don't get a good look at the ball before it gets put into play.
That's true, but a good player will understand that's got to be a rock. Yeah, that's the only reason that's sitting in there, to keep it its shape. That's good. Is it exposed? If she shifts that ramp to the right hand side.
Ken Halliday just making a note of that on his iPad.
Yeah, right hand side of the box. Might be able to see a bit of it. Maybe all.
Difficult to read what she's thinking. Took a pause and a breath there.
Very focused athlete here.
So not the hardest of shots coming down, looking to lay up on the jack.
Yep, simple layup. Oh yes, you can see that. Just have to get the pace right now.
Fractions count.
Millimetres.
Lining up any marks that are on the ball with the marks that are on the ramp.
Get the true line of the ball. She has to be the one to release it. Oh, it's connected with the red.
Well, that's interesting because it looked like she had a very clear line of sight, so
Did that.
the restriction of the box obviously not helping with the ramp in the right place. So all the magnets down the side to help those parts of the ramp move easily. We've got various adjustments to change the rake of the ramp.
I wonder if the air conditioning and the Taraflex as it goes hot and cold, it's actually kind of affecting the floor, kind of warping it a little. It's giving this little deviation for the balls and rampers further back in the court.
We know earlier in the week it was very hot, and as one of the energy-saving measures of this very green Paralympic Games.
Chevrolet. Oh.
She is closer. Red will play. The air conditioning was being switched off in between sessions to save on excessive power use. But we did notice as the sessions got longer into the evening, it was getting cooler and the balls were running longer.
That blue ball is a good target now for red. Use it to come in off. Good old ricochet back onto the white.
Studying economics at the University of New South Wales, Jamieson LEESON.
Do the numbers add up here? Oh, and they have. What a perfect shot. That was great by the Aussie. Look at the curve. Right any place.
Head coach liked that one. Ball number 3 for Ho of Hong Kong, China. 4-0 up with 2 ends to play. And we did wonder about LEESON's decision to put the ball in her players' court. It's a really interesting strategy.
She's just blocking up. I think she's just going to see the point here. A bit frustrated what's happened.
Further down the court we are, the less impact the rocks have coming down the ramp as well.
Yeah, they lose momentum. The further they go.
So using the pointer to show where she wants to let loose the ball. It's underway.
Listen to that roar as that rolls down the court.
Keeps going. And is out. Now a dead ball.
Out.
Just sounds like a steam train coming towards you.
Especially in the silence of this South Paris arena where the hundreds of spectators are in rapt attention. They want to cheer and clap everything they possibly can.
I think they're just too engrossed right now.
Ball number 5.
Here it comes. Oh, it's came to the side.
Such a nicely placed red.
She has to plug the hole now. That hole has to be plugged. Otherwise, it's a great avenue for red to pick up more points.
It's a brilliant example of how adaptations and
1
the
minute.
correct use of equipment can make a sport accessible and competitive. Each of the BC3 athletes find their own way to make their impact on the sport, whether it be a different style of pointer, one more ball to come. Oh, no, that's gone. We saw that one sneak into place. So, Jamieson, what can she do? Ball number 3.
Yeah, 4 balls left here. A little gap. Just push through.
Jasmine HAYDON, a ramp operator, the young Australian, 21 years old.
Oh, it's a rock. Let's see what happened here with this.
Well, that's opened things up a bit.
Has that, but also decreased the scoring circle with that red, blue ball at the top.
Everyone discussing what their strategy would be. Like you lot at home, probably, considering all the angles. You don't get to see the delicacy and skill and precision of the lob shot when the ball's that far down the court, but there are so many different types of shots that can be played in boccia. And strategies.
She needs to pick up another 2 points here. Back in the game.
Ball number 5.
Let's make it count, girl.
You see she's taken some of the pace off it. Put it further down the ramp. Plenty of time.
She's nothing till
elevation there at the bottom, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, she's nothing to the end against now. When she had that barrier, she could have ricocheted off those blue balls. But without those there now, she's going to have to get the pace perfect.
So going high again.
She's used 2 rocks.
Yeah, what's left?
I think that's just for a soft one to slow down. Why? Knocking it away.
So 1 to come. And we'll be very keen to score 2. So I think we assume that this is a very soft ball that's left.
Yes. She has to get the pace right now. She needs these points.
1 minute.
Very much a thinking face there. On its way. That's a bit fast.
Yeah. She did her sums. Didn't capitalise and get more points.
So just the 1 red scored on her throw by Jamieson LEESON. She would have liked to have pulled a couple more back. But 1 point closer to Yuen Kei, who leads 4-1 going into the final end. just one more end to play in the women's individual BC3 gold medal match. And whose picture will be in the sporting pages when their country wakes up after this competition at Paris 2024. Yuen Kei of Hong Kong, China, leads 4 points to 1. This is the final end. The pressure entirely on the Australian to get herself back into the match.
This is what
will be able to be defensive.
Yeah, she has to. Really defensive. And the Aussie has to really attack to get these points now. In the business end, we call it. This is where we make or break the game. Let's get the angle perfect. And she has. The Aussie has to move this in 1 and gain control of the head. She needs these points.
Nothing less than a gold medal at the Paralympic Games at stake.
First one ever for the female BC3.
Brand new category following the separation of the men's and the women's from the mixed competition at previous games.
Yes, she has it. Now she has to rest in there. Let her opponent attack, attack, attack.
Such a great relationship between competitor and ramp operator, who are their arms in this competition.
Yes. What an angle. Sealed with a loving kiss.
Red scoring. Blue to play. Red needs a minimum of 3 to stay in the match and take it to a tie break anymore, and she will become Paralympic champion. Of China, Hong Kong, China, doing her very best to maintain that 4-1 lead that she's established over the first 3 ends of this match. A little bit of pace going on this, but you can see the ball's very soft.
Oh, wrong one. It's not getting the line right. Unless you're sinking like 3 or 4 balls down the line, pushes those blue balls back, then smack the jack back to go on them. It could be. Let's see what happens.
Won a silver at the Asia Para Games in Hangzhou in the BC3 category. It was held at the end of last year, scheduled to be in 2022. It's a world bronze medalist in the individual and pairs competition from Rio 2022.
Oh, excellent. Look at that clip.
From scoring none to scoring 2.
Yeah, it's going to be hard now for Red to monopolise and get a lot of points.
Waiting for the referee's signal to begin preparations as the clock starts for the Australian with her 3rd ball ready to be ramped up.
almost. Is it? Let's see.
I think the little gauge is going to come out.
I think from our perspective it is. But the shadows deceive us.
Adds to the cloak and dagger nature of this sport.
Yeah. I'm going to go with my gut and say red's closer.
We'll have to wait for the paddle.
Yes, it is. Blue to go.
Good spot. It's got to be 3 to score, though, for the Australian. She would very much like to be throwing the last couple of balls.
Yeah.
Ho will do her best to deny that. This is ball number 4.
I think she's going to try and cut that jack back again. Just go through that little gap and clip it behind her ball.
Different bits of equipment, different jobs on the ramp. Remember, this all gets brought from overseas. They've travelled from Hong Kong, China.
Oh, the line wasn't right.
Still blue. Ball number 5 to come. We have seen Ho pull stuff right out of the bag, though. To go from a non-scoring to a double score. With Boccia players quite often thinking more than 1 or 2 moves ahead. Not so high on the ramp this time by the look of it.
There's a minute left.
What ball is on that ramp?
It's to plug the gap. The gap is now plugged.
Calipers are coming out again.
I don't think that jack moved towards blue.
Did the red, though.
Just
On one side, then the other.
That's strange.
Red to play.
Yeah, it's strange.
So Ho has one in the bag, still to play. Jamieson, LEESON. It's the opportunity to enact the plan that she will have been formulating while watching her opponent. See those guidelines on the plexiglass in the middle of the ramp. Going high. She likes to hit.
Let's see where this one goes.
Maximum attack by the look of it.
Definitely a rock. Oh, excellent shot. Still ready to go. But she has to make blue throw the final ball.
So ball number 5 needing to score 3 before the end. still advantage Ho.
Yes.
Closing in on a gold medal.
Just get this line right. Final ball now. Just clipped that blue, went the other way.
Ho sitting, composing herself. She must realise that she's done the hard part in this gold medal match.
Just 2 balls remaining. 1 red, 1 blue.
Oh, nicely done. But as things stand, it's not enough.
No, just 1 red.
We may see Ho allow that final ball to go dead because she has done enough to claim the gold medal. And the match is over, playing just 5 balls in that final end.
That was a great match to watch there. Spectacular from both players.
Fist in the air. The women's individual BC3 Paralympic champion, winning the title for the very first time, is Yuen Kei of Hong Kong, China. The second woman to win a Paralympic Games Boccia gold for Hong Kong, but the first woman to win a BC3 title in the individual women's competition at the Paralympic Games. And it's the first time Australia have won silver at a Paralympic Games in Boccia. Jamie LEESON writing her own page in the history books. Ken Halliday, the national coach of Australia, shaking hands. And it's been a brilliant competition. And husband and wife can relax and enjoy the moment. Yes. A big hug.
And a kiss.
And a kiss. There we go. Gold medal team.
Great family moment again.
There's been a lot of those at this Paralympic Games. I think it's difficult to get across the hard work that it's involved for these athletes to make it to the Paralympic Games. Yuen Kei, one of Hong Kong, China's first full-time athletes with a disability. And back home in Dunedoo in Australia, they'll celebrate the silver of Jamieson LEESON, all 1,021 of them. It's a chance for Yuen Kei to see her name in lights.
First of all, congratulations. My pleasure. Happy, that's amazing.
Referee from Brazil, Lorena Kikuchi,
My pleasure.
congratulating
Look,
the athletes.
4
And
points blue, 2 points red, no violations. I agree. I agree with everybody.
he's honoured to have played his part in this inaugural women's individual BC3 gold medal match. She's the champion. She loves it. Boccia love match. One more look at the women's individual BC3 Paralympic champion. Yuen Kei of Hong Kong, China, winning a second gold medal, the second woman to win a Paralympic Games Boccia gold for Hong Kong, China, but the first woman to win this individual BC3 class. Confirmation of the result.